689, 689. This is All for Adventure. G'day guys, I'm here today talking about Uniden's fixed or in-cab radio communication for on the water. Now we have a lot of this gear in our boat. I run it in the barge, I run it in the big boat. Now the whole idea of having this VHF radio in your boat is so that you've got communication on the water for safety reasons. Not only communicating as well, but communicating if you need assistance, okay? If you're in distress. Like channel 16 is the distress channel. That's what you would use if you were in distress. Now, those things are important if you're traveling out on the water in an offshore situation. There's no doubt about it. I know I'd like to have a link or a communication link with somebody that could help me. If I'm in difficulties, I might be sinking, which, mate, you don't want to be sinking in a boat. That's a bad idea. So if you need that communication, have a look at the Uniden range of fixed communication or VHF radios. Now, this one here is the one that I have in my boat particularly, and I use this on a regular basis to talk to other boats, also to talk to the Coast Guard if we're in range. Now, the thing you've got to remember is, when you're in a remote location, you only got a certain distance that the radio will travel so that you can maintain that communication line. So if you're way out in the middle of nowhere, then you're going to need a little bit more than just a marine radio. But in 99% of the situation, you're out in your boat and you're out in an offshore you're going fishing in your offshore boat and you need to make a distress call. That's what these are for. So the beauty of these new ones, these ones here, is they have actually data built into them. And what does that mean? That means that you can actually input the color of your boat, the size of your boat, the registration of your boat, all those things can be put into the radio. So when you make a distress call, like an EPIRB, that information comes across and is picked up by the Coast Guard, which monitors these channels. It also does a GPS location. So you can actually put your plotter or your sounder, your plotter into it, so it connects with your plotter, and it'll actually send your GPS location of where you made that distress call. So the beauty of marine radio, VHF as they call it, it gives you a connection with the authorities, with the Coast Guard, just in case you were to have a problem on the water, which let's hope we don't, but it is a backup. And with a fixed unit, you've also got to have a fixed aerial. So depending on what choice you make with your aerial, longer the aerial whip, the longer the range. Now, the radio itself is a 25 watt. Now 25 watt, you can imagine a handhold is 5 watt. So that being inbuilt or put into your dash, you've got 25 watts of power. It's going to give you a better range, a longer distance. And that's why we have built-in radios. It's also fully waterproof, so there's no reason why you couldn't install it into a smaller boat like my 4.2. But I just like the versatility of a handheld unit as opposed to a built-in unit. So there you go, guys. When you're out on the water next and you're thinking communication, don't forget to check out the Uniden range of marine VHF, and don't forget dual frequency handheld marine type radios.